All right, welcome. Hello, hello. It's day two of the luxury style mastery, 5 days to iconic. Welcome, welcome. So glad that you are here. We're going to start off today just going over some housekeeping to make sure that you guys know where all the replays are and where you can find some bonus content. So yesterday you were given access to the luxury style mastery 5 days to iconic course that's in my membership portal. When you go and log in there, you will be able to find the replay from yesterday, and that is where the rest of the replays will be placed. And when you go in there, you will also see some bonus content where you can look at some coaching calls that are inside the Iconic Women Mastermind. So I showed 3 different types of examples that we do in there, and I wanted to give you a little taste of what it's like to learn from me, even if you decide that's not what you wanted to do going forward, because you are going to be invited to join us inside there. So any questions about how to get inside there, just send me an email. Reply to any of the emails that I sent you if you're having some trouble logging in. I have received some emails, and so I just wanted to make sure that you all are able to get in there. As we go through our lesson today, there is a Q&A box. Go ahead and post any questions that you have in there. I did not see a chat box. So go ahead, you can chat in there. I will get all of your messages. So as we go along today, you have a question, just pop it in there if you would like to comment. And hopefully you all did your homework from yesterday. We covered a lot yesterday. And when you go listen to the replay, if you did not listen, I want to just do a little quick review about how what you wear matters, the way that it affects you as a woman, that allows your inner icon to come out because she is in there. You might be hiding it from maybe the way that you were raised, maybe things that people have said to you. And as we start building our own confidence, it gives you permission. Like you have permission now, but you start slowly giving yourself permission to start showing more and more of you. And as you do that, that is you stepping into your icon. And also, we went over all the psychological reasons of why it matters what you wear when you are trying to attract a higher level client for your business. So if you're looking for luxury, maybe you're wanting to step into the luxury market, or maybe you're there and you're wanting to elevate your current listings, your buyers. The way that we do it is through our personal brand style. All right. Any questions so far before we dive into new content today? There is a workbook. You can access the workbook either via email that I've sent you or also inside the course content. You have access to that for the next, let's see, I believe it's April 29th. So you have it for a week from today to go in there, watch the replays, go through the exercise, grab the workbook, and really start taking the time to become the icon that you want to be. All right, I'm going to share my screen. If there aren't any questions so far about anything, we're going to dive in. All right. Hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful day. So today's topic is styling for success in the luxury market, the uniform of a luxury realtor and how to create yours. All right. So for those of you who might be new today, my name is Afton Porter. I'm a luxury brand stylist and image consultant for real estate agents. My specialty is helping you transition your image into the luxury market or excel in the luxury market. I've been in the industry since forever. I have a fashion merchandising degree, landed my dream job with Calvin Klein jeans right out of college. I was the lead stylist for Phoenix Fashion Week for 5 years and really started loving working with those luxury brands and transitioned into midlife style and then further into um, women in real estate. And the reason is because you guys are my absolute favorite clients. You guys are amazing to work for. And I just was wanting to go all in with real estate agents. So let's dive in. Oh, I am also the hostess of the Real Estate Icons podcast. You could listen to that on your favorite podcast platform and the creator of the Iconic Women Mastermind. What I found with working with you lovely ladies is that there is an element, there's two things that I am helping my clients with. Number one, working on your skill set of your style, helping you really nail and design your personal brand style. Look, your personal brand, you will not hear me say you need to find your style or that you're looking for your style. It's not out there for you to find. It is something that you design. You get to decide what you want your style to be. So that's number one, helping my clients do that. Number two, and this is the reason why I got a life coaching certification. And that is because so many things come up that we are hiding. And sometimes we don't feel like it. I shared a little bit yesterday about how I was just going through the motions, but I didn't realize it until I started styling myself in a way that I loved. And I kind of started loving life again in a whole new way that I hadn't in a long time. And I didn't even realize that. So it's, I love working with women and coaching them on their image, both what you see externally with the skill set, but also with your image internally, because our style is a reflection of who we are on the inside. And there are some things some habits, some habitual things that have come up in our own minds that creates our style, because what you're thinking about you, about your body, sorry, hold on. Okay, sorry, I heard my kids yelling mom, and it scared me because they know I'm on a call. Thought it was an emergency. Okay. The way that we are thinking about ourselves when we go and get dressed every day, they're habits. And so there's this dance that happens between our inside what we're thinking and our external reflection. So we want to align those two. And when those are aligned, that's with who you are on the inside to allow you to step into the icon that you are. That's where the confidence comes from. When you feel aligned and trust yourself to really show up for yourself in a big way, sometimes we don't even notice that we're holding back. We don't notice that we are actually holding ourselves back and self-sabotaging. We think we're just witnessing what's going on and making decisions, like wise choices. But what I find when I coach a lot of women, it's how they're thinking about themselves, their skill set, not just in style, but in their own business. So I just love doing that. So sorry if I went on a little bit about that, but that's what I'm so passionate about helping women do. So these are the three things we're going to do today. Number one, identify some wardrobe staples. These are in your workbook, and we're going to go deeper into it. It's not just a checklist. I'm going to teach you and show you how you could use these staples in multiple ways. I do understand we all live in different areas in the country and in the world. We have clients worldwide. And so these can be adapted to suit you. Number two, learn practical outfit curation strategies. And number three, define the luxury style code. Okay, so curating your luxury wardrobe. This is what we are wanting to learn, right? How to step into that luxury mindset and embody it so that you do feel comfortable stepping into luxury spaces and really feel like you belong there, and that you are the perfect person for someone who is looking for a luxury real estate agent, or if you want to be a luxury brand, even if you aren't a luxury agent. So the first thing on the wardrobe staples on your checklist is the blazer. This I want to talk to you about, though. Many of you have a great fitted blazer. Now, when I say structured blazer, there's going to be different silhouettes of a blazer that's best for different body types. We're going to go into that, I believe, tomorrow. So day 3, we're going to dive into different silhouettes for your body shape. So be sure to come back for that. But a structured blazer, and not just black, ladies. I know that we think black is slimming, and sometimes we are gravitate black, or we think black goes with everything. And some of you really, black isn't your best color, and black isn't the best option for everything. But let's have a structured blazer that you love to wear, that you could throw on to dress up a pair of jeans and a great looking top, or throw on with a pair of trousers, or it can be a suit. But that is one that a lot of you already have, and it is one that should be a staple in your wardrobe. Number 2 is the designer handbag in your hair hue. So there's a blank in your workbook to fill that in. So you want to add hair, your hair color. Why on earth would you want to match your hair color? So when you match your hair color with your bag, it just gives us this more polished look. Can you have a colored handbag? Absolutely. But when the handbag matches your hair color, it just all kind of goes. Now, there's more elements to that we need to have a polished look, but that's just the first one. This is actually a handbag I have. I actually really love it. In fact, all the little pieces that I'm going to show you in these 10 staples are pieces that I actually own. But a handbag of your hair color. Now, I say designer handbag. Now, that could be a mid-luxury if that is your price point, or it could be a luxury. Your budget, you decide. But if you were to invest in one really nice handbag, whatever price point that is for you, I recommend it to be in your hair color. It's going to match you, and it's going to go with way more outfits. It will go with almost everything, if not everything. That's why I have this black handbag. When I'm doing a capsule wardrobe, I'm going to look at a color that's going to look best with all of those colors. In the wintertime, I use a black handbag for literally every outfit. I wear a lot of gold. This has gold on it. I'm not against mixing metals. It used to be, ladies, that if you're wearing silver, you could only wear silver. If you're wearing gold, you can only wear gold. there is a trend right now of mixing the metals. I normally almost always wear gold, but I do have a watch, and I think we're talking about that later. But I do have a watch, and it has both gold and silver on it, which for me, it makes me feel like, okay, that's my piece that has both the elements in it. But don't be afraid. That's one of those things that you could just break through the old myths, I guess, that you have to keep those the same, and you don't. You can mix them up. Okay. You're going to spend money on one handbag, have it match the color of your hair. All right. Number 3, oh, I don't have a picture for this, a pencil or a midi skirt. You got to have a skirt of some sort, even if you don't consider yourself a skirt person. You might wear pants or trousers most of the time. Having a great fitted skirt that you can wear. My favorite skirt that I've been wearing right now is a houndstooth skirt, but we're switching over to summer here in Arizona. It's starting to get hot. So I'm going to be picking out some new skirts to be wearing, but I've got a white skirt. I wear mostly dresses. I don't have a lot of skirts, but have one skirt that you can throw on with a really great top is going to be great. Now, these really should be fitted. If you want to look luxury at any price point, the fit is going to make the biggest difference. It doesn't matter if you spend a bunch of money on something and it doesn't fit you right, if it's not altered to how it needs to be, or the design or the style isn't great for your body shape, it will not matter. But make sure everything is fitted correctly for you, and take the extra time to actually do that. It doesn't cost that much to have your skirts or pants altered so that they fit you beautifully. Now, those of you who might be going through a weight transition, because I know a lot of my clients are, in a process of a weight loss, then just notice, is this something that I can wear? Is it too big? Because that's, if you're in a weight loss journey, then it starts being not fitted correctly. But if you wear looser type styles, which if that is you're in a weight loss journey, and some of those bigger, longer, flowing pants are right on trend. So you'd be right on trend that way. Okay. Confidence boosting pumps or another shoe. So a pair of shoes that are dressy, whether it's a pump, a heeled, maybe it doesn't have to be this high, but this is a pair of shoes that I have, but it could be, and I only wear those for like speaking events or special occasions, but maybe just something with a kitten heels with just a little sling back. Those are trending right now. Some of my clients have plantar fasciitis, and so they are very mindful about the shoes that they wear. Number one importance is your health, ladies. I do not recommend that you wear shoes that hurt your feet. Please don't wear shoes that hurt your feet. Let's just take care of ourselves, because those feet, oh my gosh, it's hard to do anything if your feet aren't feeling great. But there are other brands that have really great support on your feet. I don't have them in my room with me today, but a pair of patent leather peep toe Clarks that are very comfortable, well fitted feet. When you look at them, they're not fancy shoes, but because the patent leather is on it, and it's a peep toe, it's a sling back, and it's also a wedge, they're so cute and comfortable. So what is a pair of shoes that you can grab that's going to elevate your outfit? Maybe those also should be a pair of shoes that you invest a little bit more, because they are also going to match your hair color. When you have your shoes match your hair color, your purse match your hair color, you're going to be framing your body from head to toe. It's like a frame for you. And when I style my ladies, I want you to be the star. You are what we're going to see, and all eyes are going to go to your face. So when you are polished, because you have your handbag, you have your shoes, you have your, your hair, use your hair color, and it all goes, it's going to give this beautiful overarching look. Now, I love a good pop of color with shoe. So I don't want you to hear that I wear or I style my clients with only the hair color shoe. Absolutely not. But it's one of those things. If you're going to invest in a really good pair of shoes, have it be the color of your hair so you could wear those with nearly every outfit, if not every outfit. Okay? Because when we are curating our closet, it's going to be items that are your best coloring, your best silhouettes, right? So once you figure all that out, they all kind of they interchange with each other without being boring, like your typical capsule wardrobe. I'm not your capsule wardrobe girl where I've got 12 things in my closet or 27 things. That's not me. But I encourage my clients to start with one outfit, which is why your homework today is going to involve that. But then you grow to a capsule wardrobe so you have your work professional uniform ready to go. When I work my clients inside the mastermind, they generally need like 5 to 10 really great outfits to wear for work. If they have those outfits nailed down, then the rest of the week, right, they're wearing their everyday clothing or their workout clothing, their casual clothing. But when they have their work professional outfit ready to go, they don't have to worry about what they're wearing. They've planned it in advance. They have all the pieces that they need and they're ready to go. All right. So your shoes, your confidence boosting shoes that you are comfortable in and that are going to go with a lot of your outfits. Now, the style of the shoe is going to prevent it from going with everything, but that color and your confidence boosting shoe. Okay. So something that every agent needs to have in their wardrobe is a luxurious trench or statement coat. These trench coats are trending right now, and you'll see them long. And for spring, you're actually going to see some short trench coats, which is kind of fun. This is the coat that I've been wearing all fall and winter. It is Arizona. I did wear this when I travel, but I don't wear a lot of coats here. However, having a great coat in your closet ready to go can just add this luxury look. Like this is literally the coat that I own. And I'm going to show you how I style that in a little bit. But you can have color, ladies. Some of you, I know this old money, vibe is really strong right now. It's an aesthetic that's trending, and it's been trending for a little while, and it will continue to trend, I believe, for at least another year or more. But the old money trend is more of the neutrals, tans, creams, grays, and blacks. Some of those work for you, and some of those may not. And tan is not one that works for me. I don't know if tan works for you, but it's not a good one for me. But you could still have that luxury vibe if tan is not yours or you like more color. So having a statement coat. So this is a statement coat that clearly makes a statement. But I also know my color palette. And I also know what clothes are in my closet. And I can wear that coat with nearly everything in my closet, even with that bright, brilliant blue color. But my trench coat was also black. I recently just went through my closet and For spring, I would wear a black trench coat because I love black as well. But I did need to donate that because I just wasn't really happy with the condition of it, but it was still usable. So I donated that. But trench coats in your best colors. Oh, another thing that I do like, and hopefully this doesn't move on and maybe, or let me go back. Another thing that I do like as well is when your coat doesn't have to match your hair color, but if you're going to go with a neutral, it just looks really beautiful when it's similar. Like if you have gray hair, like a gray jacket looks really pretty, or a white or a light gray just looks really gorgeous for a coat. So if you're not into a color, this is what you could do. If you have like a blonde color, whether it's a straw blonde or a white blonde, a lighter coat, and even if maybe tan isn't the best color for you, you could go like a crispier color that's close to your hair, if that makes sense. So when you go, okay, I'll just leave it there. All right, so crisp dress shirt. Every spring, I recommend everyone to buy a new white crisp button-down shirt. Now, if white isn't your color, maybe you prefer cream, do cream. But this is the time of year to replace those. They tend to stain really easily around the neck, under the armpits. They just get faded. It's your time to pick up a new crisp white shirt. Having, a button down, ready to go. This one is one that I have that is, more satin, but it could be a cotton. I also have a cotton one. Crisp white shirt. Okay, now this is one that I have to tell my ladies, white pants do not make you look bigger. And my women are sometimes worried about looking bigger. You guys, white pants are gorgeous. Now, if you tend to be someone who stains their clothes, maybe you can go a little bit darker. But ladies, I love a beautiful white pair of trousers. If it's spring, summer, this season, get a white pair. If you don't currently have one, you could do it in denim if you really want, but white trouser is what's on here. Just make sure it fits well. There's different styles that are trending right now that you could do. If you like a pleated pant, then you could do whatever kind of style. This is the style that's the most popular right now that we have here, but white trouser. Okay. A polished day to evening dress. This is a dress that I actually own. Well, like I said, I owned all these items, but it could be worn during the day with a casual sandal, and it could be worn into the night with I have a satin blazer and those black shoes that I could pair with it. You switch out the jewelry, you switch out the accessories, and you can go from day to night. If you're out, touring homes, and then you want to go meet up with some friends or clients later in the day, you have that outfit. Maybe you have an evening networking event, cocktail hour, you're ready to go. If you have to go from day to evening, have a dress, at least one that you can do that to when you're looking at your schedule and you're trying to decide, what you're going to wear that day. And I always recommend that you plan your outfits the Sunday before your week so you know what you're wearing. Okay, your signature statement accessories. Necklaces they're trending right now to be like statement pieces. This is a chain one that I absolutely love, but it also could be a pendant. It also could be, a shell. That kind of beachy aesthetic is trending right now. Right now I have these extra large pearls on that I've wrapped around my neck a couple times. Statement accessories. And maybe for you, you just want one that you can wear with multiple outfits. But look through your accessories. Is there one that you can wear? And number 10, your professional tote. I do have mine. I did get mine when I was in Paris because I love Paris, but my Louis Vuitton bag is my tote that I use. This is what I use for work. My purse is the black one that you saw earlier. This is more like a briefcase or a tote, a purse that I could take to client meetings when I meet with my clients in person or if I'm speaking. So, and I need to bring some extra papers or whatever. So you have your purse and then also your professional work tote. When these are all styled together in a cohesive way, that is when everything looks curated and goes together. If you're just buying outfits at the store, and we talked a little bit about this yesterday, that's when you're going to get some piecey things together and they don't all blend together. So we want to make sure that when you are building your wardrobe, you're building with the right pieces. If you walk into Home Depot, you're going to find a lot of pieces of a home. You're going to see sinks. You're going to see, curtains and lighting and wood and all the pieces of a home, but it's not a home. Your closet could have all the pieces of a fully functioning, curated personal brand. But if they are all piecey and they don't all go together in the right way to build your wardrobe, it's going to feel like a hot mess. It's going to feel like you're walking into Home Depot, but you really were wanting to walk into a house, right? And it can be so frustrating. But, I wanted to say this. Who says wearing color isn't luxury? I kind of talked about this already. I'm going to show you my coat here. So this is using the pieces that I talked about earlier in the slides. But I wanted to show you this because this picture was one that I took in a hotel I was staying at. It is one photo on my social media. It was like one of my top, I don't think it was the top, but it was one of my top performing photos that I had posted on social media. And I believe it's because of the style that was put together. Did I lose my mic? No, I didn't. Okay. Just checking. With some of the elements that we talked about today, the way that I've put it together. So we have a pair of white pants, you guys. Everybody needs a pair of white pants. I have a white button-down shirt with a white thin blazer over it. So you can see I have the 3 pieces on. And then over my shoulder is that blue coat. And then all of my accessories are gold and sparkling, including my shoes. Even though it's a bright color, it still looks luxury. It still looks polished. And if you are afraid of wearing color, hold on one second. Tell me, is my mic, you can't hear me, right? Maybe just pop in the Q&A if you can hear me. But when you are put together using simple pieces, it can create this iconic look. And I just love wearing. Now, I also love monochrome. I love to wear a lot of the same color. But when you have those 10 pieces that I gave you, if you style them together and they're the right color, they're going to mix and match and look beautiful together. Okay. So what is the luxury style code? The luxury style code. Oops, hold on. Let me move this back. Trying to move this picture of me. I don't want to see myself. Okay, so you're going to define your professional identity. That's number one. And we're going to do that together tomorrow. So stay tuned. We're going to define your professional activity identity. We're going to talk about color, the colors that are going to be best for your curated wardrobe. We're talking about that on Thursday. So color on Thursday, your professional identity, those go together. The colors that you're going to choose to wear and the psychology of color, they're going to go with how you want your identity of your brand to be. So we're going to do that together the next couple days. Curate your professional wardrobe. Now, I gave you those 10 things. You don't have to have a million things to curate your professional wardrobe. Remember, most of you only need like 5 to 10 outfits. Figure out how many client appointments you do every month. How many of those outfits can you wear in a month time? That is why inside the Iconic Women Mastermind, I do a monthly mini capsule wardrobe and I walk them through as we plan our style, a strategy for the next month with the changes in weather, with the changes in the seasons, right? We kind of change up how we're doing. And if you haven't updated your wardrobe to spring yet, it's still time. I know some of you have colder areas, but you have your wardrobe, right? Every month it kind of changes a little bit. Unless you live in Arizona, we go from hot to hotter, but there is some changes in our wardrobe throughout the year. But we talk about how are we going to style ourselves, our brand for the next month and using the clothes that we have in our closet. If you want to buy something, you need something, you're going to buy it anyway, you might as well buy something that you know is going to work in your wardrobe. It's going to work together with you, your natural beauty, and with the identity that you want your brand to have. You get to consciously make that decision, your personal brand and your professional wardrobe. So we're going to cover all that. We're also going to talk about your branding colors on Thursday because your branding colors is part of your professional identity, right? You are your personal brand. I know that for your agencies, your brokers, they all have their own branding. You need to have your own because you are your own personal brand. So that's important. And then how does that look for your professional wardrobe? How are you going to put those together? And then we also need to cover image management. And that is going to be part of Friday's lesson. So once you've defined your professional image, you've curated your wardrobe for that, and then you have a way to maintain your image in a way that feels effortless. This is not going to be your part-time job. Like sometimes it's like, oh, we don't want this to be overwhelming. I've created this in a way to be the most effortless as possible. But I know you. I know that you're asking your husbands before you go and meet with someone, how does it look? You're asking your kids, how do you look? How would it feel to be able to know that you are styled in a way that you feel confident? That when you go to an event, you're going to feel confident in what you're wearing because your cheerleaders, your support group is not going to be there to pick you up when you start feeling down. And because the clothes are affecting you cognitively. It matters how you feel about what you're wearing. When you show up to that networking event and you feel confident in what you're wearing, you're able to love on your people at your highest ability. But when you show up at an event and you're worried about, oh, does this look okay? Is this styled in the right way? Does this match? Does this go? Is it too much? And you're not really sure and you're not confident in that. That's why we have the Iconic Women Mastermind. We help everyone as they go through their different events throughout the time that they're in there. But you get this coaching for the next 3 days. What day is today? Tuesday till Friday, absolutely free. So ask your questions. I'm going to do a Q&A. So submit those if you have any questions. If you have any questions today that you want me to answer, pop those in the Q&A and I can answer those for you. However, while you are here, I do want to invite you to the Iconic Women Mastermind. This is the style and image program for real estate agents who are in the luxury space or who aspire to have a luxury personal brand. When you join us inside the Iconic Women Mastermind, you get a professional color analysis. And this is customized to you. I'm going to do, and I do this for each and every one of the ladies. I'm not against having somebody else do it, but you know that I'm the one that's going to be analyzing your color. And I look at your hair color, your skin color, your eye color, and determine your best color palette. This is not something that you ever have to think about again. You'll receive 38 colors and a guide of there's a whole lot more than 38 colors you can wear. So how do you determine if that is one of your best colors for you to wear? And you get a color guide that's going to help style you with your not only your color palette for your wardrobe, but for your makeup and what colors to avoid. Because sometimes it's like, okay, that's one of my best colors. That's not, but what about all those colors that are in between that we're not really sure of? I want you to really pop and look luxurious. And so really understanding what those colors are. And we have, we're going to get into this in a minute, but we have almost weekly coaching where you get to ask questions as you are putting outfits together. Does this go? I have a networking event this weekend. What do you think about this? It's having a professional stylist in your pocket. So the color analysis with the color guide, also digital color swatches. These digital color swatches, they're yours for the lifetime of the product. You get them, as long as we're doing the color swatches, you'll have access to them, and they update twice a year. So every summer, spring, there's new trend colors that you're going to find in the store. So we get these colors from like London Fashion Weeks, Paris Fashion Week, not LA, but New York Fashion Week. We get those colors. We know what's coming and we pick the ones that are going to be bought and put in the stores. And so there's, those trend colors every 6 months. And you're going to know which ones are best for your specific color code, for your coloring. And then they update again in the fall and winter. You also get a body type analysis guide with me. I'm going to give you a worksheet, a guide of what styles are best for you, what styles should you avoid. And so you can put those pieces together for your wardrobe so you won't have to question anymore. Our bodies are always changing, and sometimes we're trying to style our body in a way that worked years ago, but it's not quite working out, and we don't understand why or what changes we need to make. You might know with your eye that that's not quite right, but not really sure why. And that's what I help you with. So the style and image group coaching, what we have is every week, well, not every week, but well, sometimes it's every week. It just depends. But we for sure have an image coaching call every month where I'm coaching you on your image. How do you feel about yourself? How are you holding yourself back? How are your goals coming along with your style and image? What's holding you back? Um, and sometimes I just answer whatever questions you have, right? Then one time a month, we do a style training. I'll teach something for 15, 20, 30 minutes, and then you get to ask questions about the topic or any other question that you have for your image. And then the third time a month, we do hot seat calls. And this is, I do a personal brand image training. So examples of that have been headshots. Other ones are branding shoots. Another one is what to look for in your videos when you're posting on Instagram and YouTube, like your background, how you want that to look. Those are some of the last 3 trainings we've done. And then we do hot seats where you can ask any questions and get all your questions answered. So what I've been doing when I can is the 4th week, we always do a mini capsule wardrobe drop. So you get access to a mini capsule wardrobe once a month. However, if there's not a holiday like Thanksgiving and Christmas, those tend to fall on that 4th week. If there's not, I like to do a bonus call where we do a style strategy session. We pull up, I reveal the capsule wardrobe and then talk out how you can switch it out for different body shapes, for different color palettes, for style personalities, and strategize on planning your outfits for the next month. So it's the last Wednesday of the month where that drop happens. And I do a seasonal trend report where what are the trends for spring and summer? Kind of like what I did today, where I walked you through some of the trends, but I'll have picture examples or just kind of teach you what's on trend. Now, the reason why we do this is not so we can be the most trendy, buy all the new trendy things. No, it's actually opposite. Most of us have plenty of options in our closet where when we know what's on trend, we could just go into our closet and start wearing more of that or stop wearing something that's out. You know, during the straight leg season years where not straight leg, skinny jean season where everything was skinny jean, I still kept a pair of my boot cut jeans and I would wear them every once in a while. Um, I waited until after it was, when you have a trend and it's hot and then it starts, fading out. And then there's this time period where you don't want to wear it because it looks like you're out of date. Well, I waited past that time point. But when the skinny jeans were going strong and everyone was wearing them all the time, every once in a while I pull out my boot cut ones because I loved them. I love to wear them. And then they came back. So don't get rid of things that you love that fit you well. But if they're out of date, where if you were to wear them, you look dated, we just kind of put those away for a while and pull out what you have that is on trend. One of the things that I did talk about is I pulled out this gorgeous brooch that I got from my grandmother. So that's one of the trends that's, one of the aesthetics that's trending right now. So, maybe you have trend pieces already in your closet and now you know to pull them out to wear them. Same with this necklace. I've had this. This is a costume jewelry I got from my grandmother also when she passed away. And I pull it out different times depending on, she passed away 25 years ago. I pull it out when I want to style it in the way that it's trending in the moment. So those trend reports are helpful to know how you're going to wear the styles for you. And maybe you should not wear some styles, but you also might want to pick something up too. It's all up to you. And then every month you get a mini capsule wardrobe. I'm doing that in 2025. If it remains to be a, something that's, in demand, maybe I'll continue that. But that was a bonus that I'm doing for 2025. Total value of $400 or $4,500. Also, if you decide to join the Iconic Women Mastermind by this Friday, the 25th, you also get 2 private style sessions with me. And these are 50 minutes long, 50, $500 value. Each session is $250 value. So you get 2 private ones where I'm going to walk through your color palette, your silhouettes, and help you design your professional wardrobe, or wherever you happen to be. Maybe you're planning a photo shoot and you want my help for a branding shoot. Hey, I love to do that too. So whatever specific help you need, if you don't have something specific in the moment, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through your colors. We're going to go through your silhouettes and start deciding how you're going to put that together and put some outfits together. So total value of everything inside the Iconic Women Mastermind is $5,000. Oh, but the total is $997. So you can grab your spot in there. You get 3 months access to the mastermind. And where you go is styleguidesociety.com/join. When we're out of launch, it's $1,500. So there's also a savings there. But it's $997 for 3 months of the coaching and all of those things that I listed: the color analysis, the body type guide, the monthly mini capsule wardrobes while you're inside the program. And the $997 gives you 3 months of the program. All right. Your homework for day 2 is to put a new luxury outfit together using the pieces from the checklist. So I want you to grab your workbook, go into your wardrobe. What of those pieces do you currently own? And can you put a new outfit together that you hadn't thought about putting together before? I'm really stressing a new outfit. One of my most favorite things to do with my clients is to discover new outfits in their closets that they have never thought of putting together before. I know that there is some treasures in your closet right now. You might want to think, oh, it's not good enough. You might think that you want to burn it down and start over. We're not going to do that. Everything in your closet has been handpicked specifically for you at one time. You may have outgrown the clothes in your closet. Let's try to have an open mind going in your closet, because we all have these ideas about our closet sometimes, if we haven't been intentional about what we have in there. But let's find something that you absolutely love that's new. Okay. So that is the end of that presentation. Now, tell me, are there any questions so far for today? Okay. I don't see any questions. So you have your assignments for today. We've gone slightly over, so I apologize for that. Thank you for hanging in here with me. Come join us inside the mastermind. I cannot wait to continue to work further for you, but we are not done here inside the Luxury Style Mastery. We still have 3 more full days together. Get your homework done. Let me know how it goes, and we'll talk to you soon. Love ya. Bye-bye.